All right, pause right here. This is a routine hearing on paper, but what you're about to see spirals fast. Missed tests, courtroom confusion, and explanations that don't quite add up. Watch closely how the judge starts connecting the dots.
Court calls case People versus Edna Grandma.
Good morning, Honor. Charlotte Steffen on behalf of Ms. Karma.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Your Honor, we're requesting an adjournment for discovery.
Have you seen the progress report?
Yes, I reviewed it with my client this morning, Your Honor.
Why do I have cocaine showing up in her system?
Because, sir, when they test over there, they don't do it the levels. So I've been getting high for 48 years.
What?
Yeah. And so even though it was like, I think the last time was like New Year's Eve or January 5th, one or the other. But you don't show levels, so you don't show it going down, down, down. And therefore, if you got cocaine in your system, you just got cocaine in your system. That's how it is. But that's not okay because it could be in my system for a long, long time, even though I don't get high.
Okay, so just so I'm clear what you're telling me,
Yes.
that on January 5th, you
Mhm.
tested positive for cocaine.
Mhm.
And that was just
And I
something,
didn't
that was just
expect
something in
it
your
should
system.
not have been.
It shouldn't have been there.
Right.
It's just stuck in your
But
system.
you guys don't do
And
it
then-
by levels.
What?
You don't test it by levels to see if it's going further and further.
Okay, so then the next time you're supposed to test, you missed the test.
Huh?
Then you missed the test.
Oh, I didn't have $12.
Okay. And then the next test, almost 2 weeks later, you're testing and you test positive for cocaine. And so hold on before you, because I want to make sure I've got your story. And so you're telling me that the second test for cocaine was really the same as the first test because it's just stuck in your system because you've been doing cocaine forever.
What I'm
I don't know
saying,
who the heck you are, but if you start yelling in my courtroom, you're going to be going with her.
okay, this what happened on the 5th, to be honest.
What? What happened on the 5th?
I said that, wait, what happened? Let me think.
I don't know. Go ahead, think about it.
Right. What I'm saying is on the 5th, I was dirty. I had used like not that far from there. But I was scared to say so because I was scared to say so. So then the next time I didn't have the $12. And the next time
So
it was
hold on.
still
That's what I was getting at before your fans started yelling out from there.
my sister. She here from
All right, but
out of town.
so you're telling me
Mhm.
this test that showed up positive, you didn't use cocaine,
Which one?
the 20th,
The 20.
last
no,
test.
No, I had.
You had
Since
not
the
used
5th.
any cocaine,
No,
even though you've been using it for years.
right. Right. It should have been clean. I'm saying I don't understand why it was dirty. But the problem is this, sir. You guys don't check the levels. So
Oh, I
you
can check levels.
I wish
But
y'all
not
would.
about, well, I can get the levels.
Okay.
That's not a big deal. The
Okay.
problem is because you missed the test,
Uh-huh.
if you did a little bit of cocaine, it'll look like it's going down, but you didn't use cocaine still.
Oh,
You should not be testing positive for cocaine 2 weeks later. That's the bottom line. Grant an adjournment in this matter to February 5th, 2026, 9 a.m. That's 1 week out.
Your Honor,
You're
I'm
not
not
available that day?
correct.
That's fine. I'll set it on to 12.
This is where things go off the rails. The defendant is arguing that drug tests don't measure levels, so cocaine can just linger forever. Legally speaking, that's not how toxicology works, and you can hear the judge's patience already thinning.
At this point, the defendant's bond's revoked. She's remanded.
Damn.
What'd you say?
Excuse me. I was saying my
You
sister.
know, you need to take yourself on out. Court calls case of the people versus Jessica Briscalia.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Alexis Earps with and on behalf Ms. Brasgala, who I believe should be appearing on Zoom.
Okay. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Jessica Brascala.
Your Honor, we'd be requesting an adjournment this time. There's some more.
She's gonna need to, let me just stop you. She's gonna need to appear in person. We've had a problem with this defendant. We've kicked her out of our courtroom. I think on 2 occasions. She's come back in. She was smoking,
That wasn't me.
folks. My staff has reported that was you. And
No,
it
that-
appeared as though you were having sex on the screen.
No.
Well, it was interesting. The reason I took a break was to go back and look at the video. And my
okay.
staff reported it to me, and it did appear that that's what was occurring. So what I am going to do, not on the defendant's motion, I'm going to adjourn this out to next week, the 5th. You'll have to appear in person, ma'am. That
Okay.
way we can assure you're not smoking and not having sex while you're in court. Thank you. Bond will continue.
Understood, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. You should see the video. All right. Thank you. Mute her and get her out of my court. Cross case of the people versus Christian Sukite Capehart.
Good afternoon, young people.
Assistant Public Defender Davey Lee on behalf of Mr. Shukai Capehart. Shukai Capehart, can you state your name, please?
Christian Shukai Capehart.
Andrew, I was not able to reach Mr. Shukai Capehart until today, so I would be requesting adjournment for that reason. I do have a green sheet and I would like to address the bond violation.
Yeah, go ahead. Address his bond violation first.
Your Honor, so Mr. Shukai Capehart indicates to me, and this was verified, we've talked about, we did not have a valid phone number for him that has now been updated, and we now also have a valid email for Mr. Shukai Capehart. So we're going to be in clear communication from here on out. Regarding the missing tests, he explains to me that he was overwhelmed with the arraignment and wasn't given paperwork, and he didn't realize he needed to contact community corrections. He does tell me that today,
He what?
he tells me he was feeling overwhelmed that his arraignment did not digest what he was being told he needed to do and wasn't given paperwork.
Well, then why didn't he answer his phone when the community corrections tried to call him?
They did not have a valid number, Your Honor, and that has now been corrected.
What do you mean they didn't have a valid number?
They had a number from a phone that he indicates to me was stolen. I would ask the court with letting Mr. Shukai Capehart test today. He does indicate to me that he would not be positive for anything except potentially marijuana metabolites from before he was placed on bond.
So he wasn't in contact with his attorneys, didn't go to community corrections, didn't do anything the court asked him to do.
Your Honor, I believe he wasn't attempting to make contact. He indicates to me
Attempting to make contact with whom?
he indicates that he called our office and was not able to reach anyone. He also indicates that he contacted this
80 people work in that office.
My wife also.
and that his wife also attempted to call.
My wife was in contact. And like, and I had documentation of it and everything like that, but I had made it apparent to at my arraignment that I did not have that active 646 area code number. And I gave them 2 numbers that they could try to get a hold of, but I guess they like only called the 646. And I had been in contact with people, well, my wife was, but but I had no release paperwork or nothing. This is new to me, so.
He was told it on the record that he needed to go to community corrections.
That is my understanding, Your Honor.
I didn't know that I was gonna let.
I'll adjourn this out 1 week to the 5th, 2026, 9 a.m. You got to follow the court's orders, young man, or figure out how you're going to do that. But at this point, his bond's revoked, defendant's remanded.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Jonathan Smith.
Yes, that actually happened. And notice the judge's response. No yelling, No drama, just control. When a court says appear in person, that's not a suggestion. Would you have handled this differently as the judge?